get his pay. When I needed sunshine, then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer, not a trace of doubt in my mind. I'm in love.
Hell yeah! Oh yes, I'm a believer. I'm a believer if I tried. Yeah.
Brave conquers, for so you are. That war against your own affection and the huge army of the world's desires, our late edict shall strongly stand in force. Navarre shall be the wonder of the world. Our court shall be a little academe, still and contemplative in living art. You three, Baron, Dumaine, and Longueville, have sworn for 3 years' terms to live with me, my fellow scholars, to keep to those statutes that are recorded in this schedule here. Your oaths are passed, and now subscribe your names, that his own hand may strike his honor down that violates the smallest branch herein. If you are armed to do as sworn to do, subscribe to your deep oaths, and keep it too.
'Tis but a 3-year fast. The mind shall banquet, though the body pine.
My loving lord, Dumaine is mortified. The grosser manner of the world's delights, he throws upon the gross world's baser slaves. To love, to wealth, to pomp, I pine and die with all these living in philosophy.
I can but say their protestation over so much, dear ladies, I have already sworn. That is to live and study here with you 3 years. But there are other strict observances, as to not see a woman in that term, which I hope is not enrolled here. And but 1 day in a week to touch no food, and but 1 meal on every day beside, which I hope is not enrolled here. And then to sleep but 3 hours in the night, and not be seen to wink of all the day, when I was wont to think no harm all night, and make a dark night too of half the day, which I hope is not enrolled here. Oh, these are barren tasks, too hard to keep. Not see ladies, study, fast, not sleep.
Your oath is passed to pass away from these.
Then let me say no, my liege, and if you please, I only swore to stay here with your grace, and stay in your court for 3 years' space.
But Baron, you swore to that, and to the rest.
By yea and nay, sir, then I swore in jest.
Well, sit you out. Go home, Baron. Adieu.
No, my good lord, I have sworn to stay with you, and though I have, for Barbara spoke more than for that angel knowledge you can say, it's still, I'll abide the same, and abide the same to these 3 years' day. Give me the paper, let me read the same, and to the strictest decrees, I'll write my name.
How well this yielding rescues thee from shame.
Item, that no woman shall come within a mile of my court. Hath this been proclaimed?
4 days ago.
Let's see the penalty. On pain of losing her tongue. Who devised this penalty?
Mary, that did I.
Sweet Lord, and why?
To frighten them hence with that dread penalty.
A dangerous law against gentility. Item, if any man seem to be talked within a woman within the term of 3 years, he shall endure such public shame as the rest of the court can possibly devise. This article, my liege, yourself must break. For well you know here comes an embassy, the French king's daughter, with yourself to speak. So therefore this article is made in vain, or vainly comes the admired princess hither.
We must, of course, dispense with this decree. She must lie here on mere necessity.
Necessity will make us all forsworn 3,000 times within this 3-year space, for every man with his affects is born. But is there no quick recreation granted?
Aye, that there is. Our court, you know, is haunted with the refined traveler's Spain, a man in all the new world's fashion planted that hath a mint of phrases in his brain. This child of fancy that our motto height, for interim to our study shall relate in high-born words the worth of many a knight from towny Spain. How you delight, my lords, I know not I, but I protest. I love to hear him lie, and I will use him for my minstrelsy.
Armado is a most illustrious wight, a man of fire in your words, fashion's own knight.
And Costard, the swain, he shall be our sport.
Who is the Duke's own person?
This fellow, what wouldst?
Signora Armic Mentu. There's villainy in this town, and this letter will tell you more.
The matter is to me, sir, as concerning Jacanetta. The manner of it is I was taken with the manner.
In what manner?
In manner and form following, sir, all those three. I was seen with her in the manor house, sitting with her upon the form, and taken following her into the house. Now, sir, it is the manner of a man to speak to a woman for the form, in some form.
Will you hear this letter with attention?
As we would hear an oracle.
Such is the simplicity of a man to hearken after the flesh.
Great deputy, the Welkins Vicingerant and sole dominator of Navarre, my soul's earth's god and body's fostering patron.
Not a word of Costard yet.
So it is.
It may be so. If he says it is so, he is in telling truth, but so. Speak to me in every man that dares not fight.
No words.
Of other men's secrets. I beseech you.
As I am a gentleman, I betook myself to walk about the 6 hour when beasts most graze, birds best peck, and men sit down to that nourishment which is called supper, where I did encounter that obscene and preposterous event, which draweth from my snow white pen the ebon-colored ink which here thou viewest, beholdest, surveyest, or seest. There did I see that base minnow of thy mirth,
Me?
that shallow vassal,
Me?
which, as I remember, hight Costard.
Me?
Sorted and consorted, contrary to thy proclaimed established edict and constant canon, which but with this I passion to say wherewith.
With a wench.
With the child of our grandmother Eve, O female, for thy sweet understanding, O woman. Him I've sent to thee by thy sweet grace's author, Anthony Dole, a man of good repute, bearing and carriage and estimation.
Me and shall please you, I'm Anthony Dahl.
For Jaquinetta, so is the weaker vessel, called for which I apprehended with the aforesaid swain. I keep as a vessel the law's fury, and shall thy sweet notice bring her to trial. Thine in all compliments of devoted and heart-burning heat of duty, Don Adriano de Armado.
This is not so as I looked for, but the best that ever I heard.
The best for the worst. But Cyril, what say you to this?
Sir, I confess the wench.
Did you hear the proclamation?
I confess much of the hearing of it, but little of the marking
It
of
was proclaimed a year's imprisonment to be taken with the wench.
I was taken with none, sir. I was taken with a damsel.
Well, it was proclaimed damsel.
Marry, sir, she was neither. I was taken with a virgin.
It is so very too, for it is proclaimed virgin.
If it were I deny her virginity, I was taken with a maid.
Sir, I will pronounce your sentence. You shall fast a week with bran and water.
I had rather pray a month on a mutton and pork.
And Don Armado shall be your keeper. Barone, see him deliver it o'er. And go, we lords, to put in practice that which each to other hath so strongly sworn.
I'll lay my head to any good man's hat. These oaths and laws will prove an idle scorn. Sirrah, come on.
I suffer for the truth, sir, for true it is I was taken with Jacanetta, and Jacanetta is a true girl, and therefore I welcome the sour cup of prosperity. Affliction may one day smile again, until that day sit thee down, sorrow.
Ah!
What sign of it when a man of great spirit grows melancholy?
It is great sign, sir, that you are sad.
I promised study 3 years with the Duke.
You may do it in an hour, sir.
Impossible.
Sir? What is one? Thrice told!
It doth amount to 2 more than 1.
Which the base vulgar do call 3!
True love, I hereby confess. That I'm in love. As it is base for a social love, so I in love with the base wench. Comfort me, boy. What great men have been in love.
Hercules, master.
Most sweet Hercules. Horse, dear boy. Name more. And suit my child. Let they be men of good repute,
carriage.
Samson, sir, he was a man of good carriage, of great carriage, for he carried the town gates on his back like a porter, and he was in love.
Oh, well-knit Stamson. Strong, jointed Stamson. I do excel thee in thy rapier as much as thou didst me in carrying gates. I am in love too. Who is Samson's love, my dear ma?
A woman, master.
What complexion?
Of the 4, or of the 3, or the 2, or one of the 4.
Tell me precisely of what complexion.
Of the seawater green, sir.
Is that one of the 4 complexions?
As I have read, sir, and the best of them too.
My love is the most immaculate white and red.
Most immaculate thoughts are masked under such colors.
Boy, I do love that country girl I took to the park. And with that rational hind Costard, she deserves well.
To be whipped, and yet a better love than my master.
Sing, boy. My spirit grows heavy in love.
And that's great marvel, loving a light wench.
I say sing.
Forbear to this company be passed. A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Sir, the Duke's pleasure is that you keep Costard safe, and you must suffer him to take no penance nor no pleasure, and must fast him 3 days a week. For this damsel, I must keep her safe at the park.
I do betray myself with blushing.
Man,
I will visit thee at the lodge.
that's hereby.
I know where to situate.
Lord, how wise you are.
I will know your
Is that, babe?
I love thee.
So I heard you say.
So farewell.
Fair weather after you. Come, Jack and Netta, away.
Villain! Thou shalt fast thy offenses, or thou be pardoned!
Well, sir, I hope when I do it, I shall do it on a full stomach.
Take this villain away. Shut him up.
Come, you transgressing slave, away!
Let me not be pent up. I will fast being loose.
Oh, sir, that were fast and loosed, thou shalt to jail.
Well, if ever again I shall see the merry days of desolation that I have seen, some shall see.
What shall some see?
Nay, nothing, Master Moth, but what they look upon. It is not for the prisoner to be too silent in his words, and therefore I will say nothing. I thank God I have as little patience as another man, and therefore I can be quiet.
I do affect the very ground. Which space? Weareth her shoe. Which space her? Guided by her foot. Which space this doth tread? I shall be forsworn if I love. Which is a great argument to falsehood. And how could that be true love if falsely tempted? Love isn't familiar. Love is a devil. There is no evil angel but love.
Now, madam, summon up your dearest spirits. Consider who the king your father sends, to whom he sends, and what's his embassy. Yourself, how precious in the world to see, dwelling with the sole inheritor of all perfections, matchless Navarre. Good Lord, Boyer, you are not ignorant, all telling fame. Doth noise abroad, Navarre hath made a vow. Till painful study shall outwear 3 years, no woman may enter silent court. Therefore, to seemeth it a needful course, Spare virtue's loss is a sharp wit matched with too blunt a will.
Some merry mocking lord belike is so.
They say so that most consumers know.
Such short-lived wits do wither as they grow.
Who are the rest?
The young do name, a well-accomplished youth, of all that virtue loved for virtue loved, most power to do most harm, least will give. For he hath wit to make an ill shape good, and shape to win grace, though he had no wit.
Another of the students at that time was there with him. If I have heard it true, Barone they called him, but a merrier man. Within the limit of becoming mirth, I never spent an hour's talk with all. So sweet and voluble is his discourse.
God bless my ladies. Are they all in love that every one her own hath garnished with such bedecking ornaments of praise?
Here comes Boyer.
Now what admittance, lord?
Navarre had notice of your fair approach, and he and his competitors in oath were all dressed to meet you, gentle lady, before I came. Marry, thus much I have learnt. He rather means to lodge you in the field, like one that comes to besiege his court, rather than seek dispensation for his oath and let you enter his unpeopled house.
Ah, here comes Navarre.
Fair princess, welcome to the court of Navarre.
Fair, I give you back again, and welcome I've not yet. The roof of this court is too high to be yours, and welcome to the fields too base to be mine.
Shall be welcome, madam, to my court.
I will be welcome then. Conduct me thither.
Hear me, dear lady, I have sworn an oath.
Our Lady help my lord, he'll be forsworn.
Not for the world, fair madam, by my will.
You will the sooner that I were away, for you'll prove perjured if you make me stay.
Did not I dance with you in Brabant once?
Did not I dance with you in Brabant once?
I know you did.
How needless was it then to ask the question?
You must not be so quick.
'Tis long of you that spur me with such questions.
Your wit's too hot, steed's too fast. 'Twill tire.
Not to leave the rider in the mire.
Madam, your father here doth intimate the payment of 100,000 crowns, being but the one half of the entire sum disbursed by my father in his wars. But say that he, or we, as neither have received that sum, yet remains unpaid 100,000 more. In surety of the which, one part of Aquitaine is bound to us, although not valued at the money's worth.
You do the king my father too much wrong, and wrong the reputation of your name, and so confessing to see with hath so faithfully been paid.
I do protest I never heard of it, and if you prove it, I'll repay it back or yield it back with him.
We arrest your word. Boyer, you can produce acquittances for such a sum of Special Officer Charles, his father.
Satisfy me so.
Madam, the packet is not come. Tomorrow you shall have sight of it.
Shall suffice me, at which interview all liberal reason I will yield unto. Meantime, receive such welcome at my hand as honor, without breach of honor, may make tender of to thy true worthiness. You may not come, fair princess, in my gates, but here without, you shall be so received, as you shall deem yourself lodged in my heart, though denied so fair harbor in my home. Your own good thighs to tease me and farewell. Tomorrow shall we visit you again.
Sweet health and fair desires consort your grace.
Your own wish I thee in every place.
Lady, I will commend you to mine own heart.
Oh, pray you, do my commendations. I would be glad to see it.
God save thy life.
And yours, from long living.
I cannot say thanksgiving.
Good sir, I pray you a word. What lady is that same?
The heir of Alençon, Catherine, her name.
A most gallant lady. Monsieur, fare you well.
I beseech you a word. What is she in the white?
A woman, sometimes. Dare you
Whose name? I desire her name.
She hath but one for herself. Desire that shame.
Whose daughter?
Her mother's, I've heard.
Blessing on your beard.
Good sir, be not offended. She is the heir of Falconbridge.
Nay, my call it is ended. She is a most sweet lady.
Not unlike, sir, that
Lady, what's her name in the cap?
Rosaline, thy good hap,
Is she wedded or no?
to her will or so.
You're very welcome, sir. And do.
Farewell to me, and a welcome to you.
That last is Jerome, the merry madcap lord. Not a word of him but jest, every word but a jest. It was well done of you to take him on his word.
How was it willing to grateful as he was the born?
Too hot sheep, Mary?
And wherefore not ships? your sheep, sweet lamb, and let us include on your lips.
You sheep and I pasture, shall that finish the jest?
So you bear pasture for me.
Not so gentle, beast. My lips are no common, though several they be.
Belonging to you,
To my portions in you.
in my observation, which very seldom lies, but the heart still retort disclosed. My eyes deceive me not now. Nor is infected. With what? With that which we lovers entitled affected. Your reason? Why? All his behaviors make his retire to the court of his eye, peeping through with desire. His heart, like an agate, with your print impressed. Proud of his form and his eye, pride expressed. His tongue, all impatient to speak and not see, did stumble with haste and eyesight to be. All senses to that sense did make their repair to feel only looking on fairest of fair. I'll give you Aquitaine, and all that is his. And if you give him, for my sake, but one loving kiss. Oh, thou art an old love-monger and speakest skillfully.
He is Cupid's grandfather at Mars Lucifer.
Oh, then was Venus like her mother, for her father is but him. Do you hear, my mad wenches?
No.
What then do you see? Aye, our way to be gone. You are too hard for me.
Go, tenderness of years. Take this key. Give enlargement to the swine. Bring him confessedly hither. You must employ him in letter of my love.
Thump then, and I flee.
My heralds have returned.
I wonder, master. Here's a Costard, broken in a shed.
Sirrah Costard. I mean setting in freedom. Giving thee thy freedom.
Ah, you will be my purgation and let me loose?
I give thee thy liberty. Set thee from durance and in lieu thereof impose on thee nothing but this. Bear this significant to the country maid Jacqueminetta. There is remuneration. For the best word of my honor is rewarding my dependents. Moth follow.
Like the sequel, I, Senor Costard.
My sweet ounce of man's flesh. Now will I look to his remuneration. Remuneration. Why, that's the Latin word for 3 farthings. 3 farthings! Remuneration! What is the price of this inkle? 9 pennies! No! I'll give you a remuneration. Why, it carries it! Remuneration, why, it is a name fairer than French crown. I will never buy and sell out of this word.
Ah, my good knave Costard, exceedingly well met.
Oh, pray you, sir, how much carnation ribbon may a man buy for one remuneration?
What is a remuneration?
Marry, sir, halfpenny farthing.
Why then 3 farthing worth of silk?
I thank your worship, God be with you.
Stay, slave. I must employ thee, and as thou wilt in my favor, do one thing for me that I shall entreat.
When wouldst thou have it done?
This afternoon.
I will do it then. God be with you.
Thou knowest not when it is.
I shall know, sir, when I have done it.
Why, villain, thou must know first.
I'll come to your worship tomorrow morning.
It must be done this afternoon. Hark, slave. It is but this. The princess comes to hunt here in the park, and in her train there is a gentle lady, and tongue speaks sweetly. Then they name her name, and Rosalind they call her. Go to her, and see thou commit to her white hand to the sealed up council. There is thy guerdon. Go.
Curtain. Oh, most sweet curtain! Better than remuneration. 11 pence. Farthing better. I will do it, sir, and print. Curtain. Remuneration.
And I, forsooth, in love? I that have been a love's whip, critic, nay, a night-watch constable. What I love, I sue, I seek a wife? Nay, to be perjured was the worst of all, and among three to love the worst of all. A whitely wanton with a velvet brow, with two pitch balls stuck in her face for eyes. I, in my heaven, do Argus for her eunuch and her guard. And I, to sigh for her, to watch for her, to pray for her. Go to, it is a plague that Cupid will impose on me for my neglect of his almighty, dreadful little might. Well, I will, love. Write, pray, sigh, sue, and groan. Some man must love my lady, and some Joan.
Was that the king that spurred his horse so hard against the steep uprising of the hill?
I know not, but I think it was not he.
Whoever it was showed a mountain mind. Well, lords, today we shall have our dispatch. On Saturday we will return to France. Then, Forrester, my friend, where's the bush that we must stand and play the murderer in?
Hereby, upon the edge of yonder coppice, a stand where you may make the fairest shoot.
I think, my beauty, I'm fair that shoot. And thou thereupon speakest the fair shoot.
Pardon me, madam, for I meant not so.
What? First praise me, and again say no? Oh, short-lived pride, not fair! Alack for woe!
Yes, madam, fair.
Here comes a member of the Commonwealth.
God dig ye den all, I pray you. Which be the head lady?
Thou shalt know her for the rest that have no head.
Oh. Which is the greatest lady, the highest?
The thickest and the tallest.
The thickest and the tallest. Well, it is so truth is truth, and your waist, madam, be as slender as my wit. One of these maids' girdles for your waist should be fit.
What's your will, sir? What's your will?
I have a letter from one lady of from one Monsieur Baron to a lady of Rosaline.
Oh, thy letter. Oh, boy, you can break up this statement.
I am bound to serve. This letter is mistook. It is important to none here.
We will read it, I swear. Break the neck of the wax and everyone give ear.
By heaven, that thou art fair is most invaluable. True that thou art beauteous, true itself that thou art lovely. More fair than fair, beautiful than beauteous, truer than true itself. Have commiseration on thy heroical vassal. Shall I command thy love? I may. Shall I enforce thy love? I could. Shall I entreat thy love? I will. What shalt thou exchange for rags, robes, for thyself me? Thus expecting thy reply, I profane my lips on thy foot, my eye on thy picture, and my heart on thy every part. Thine in the dearest design of industry, Don Adriano de Amaro.
What plume of feathers is he that indited this letter? What vein, what weathercock? Did you ever hear better?
I am much deceived, but I remember the style. This our motto is a Spaniard that keeps here in court.
Thou fellow, a word, who gave thee this letter?
I told you, my lord.
Then who shouldst thou give it?
From my lord to my lady.
From which lord to which lady?
From my lord Baron, a good master of mine, to a lady of France he called Rosaline.
Thou hast mistaken this letter. Come, lords, away. Here, sweet, put up this. 'Twill be thine another day.
Good Master Parson, be so good as read me this letter. It was given me by Costard. I beseech you, read it.
Knowledge moved the heart. Knowledge shall suffice. For earth is that tongue. That wealth. Ignorant that soul that sees thee without wonder, which to me is some praise. The eye that arts admire, the eyes do lightning bears, that voice is dreadful thunder. Damoiselle Virgin, was that directed to you?
Hi, everyone. Monsieur Barone. What is strange Queen's Lord?
I will overglance the superscript. I will look again on the intellect of the letter for the person of the written unto. Ladyships in all beside employment to roam. This Barone is one of the vaqueries of the king, and here he hath framed the letter, which, accidentally or by the way of progression, hath miscarried. Trip and go, my sweet, deliver this paper to the royal hand of the king. It may concern him much.
Good Costard, go with me. Sir, God save your life.
Have with thee, my girl.
By the Lord, this love is as mad as Ajax. It kills sheep. It kills me, I, as sheep. Well, prove it again at my side. I will not love if I do. Hang me. In faith, I will not. Oh, but for her, I would not love her. Oh, but for her two eyes. Here comes one with these. God give him grace to groan.
I me.
Oh, what shot! By heaven! Proceed, great Cupid. Thou hast thumped him with thy bird bolt under his left hat.
So sweet to kiss, the golden sun gives not to those fresh morning drops upon the rose, as thy eye beams, when their fresh morning drops have smite the night of dew that on my cheek down flows. Thou shinest in every tear that I do weep. Do but behold the tears that swell in me, and they thy glory through my grief will show. O Queen of Queens, how far dost thou excel? No thought can think, nor tongue of mortal tell. How shall she know my griefs? I'll drop the paper. Sweet leaf, shade folly, who is he comes here? What? Longaville? And reading? Listen here.
And now and by like this one more fool appear.
No, I feel
Ay me, I am forsworn.
Why? He comes in like a purger, wearing papers.
Love, I hope. Sweet fellowship and shame.
One drunkard loves another of the name.
I fear these stubborn lines lack power to move. O sweet Maria, empress of my love, these numbers I shall tear and write in prose. The same shall go. Did not the heavenly rhetoric of thine eye, against whom the world can hold no argument, persuade my heart to this false perjury? Vows of thee broke deserve not. Punishment, punishment. A woman I forswore, but I will prove, thou being a goddess, I forswore not thee. My vow was earthly, thou a heavenly love. Thy grace being gained, curse all disgrace in me. A vow is but breath, and breath a vapor is. Thence thou, fair sun, which on my earth does shine, Make seal this paper vow unto thee. Company, stay.
All hid, at old infant's play. Boy Saxon mill, oh heavens, I have my wish.
Oh, most divine Kate!
To main transformed, 4 woodcocks in a dish.
By heaven, the wonder in a mortal eye. As upright as the cedar, as fair as day. Oh, that I had my wish!
I had mine.
And I mine too. Good Lord. And I mine too. Is that not a good word?
I would forget her, but a fever she reigns in my blood, and will remembered be. Once more, I'll read the ode that I have writ.
Once more I'll mark how love can vary wit.
On a day, alack the day, love whose month is ever May. Spied a blossom, passing fair, playing in the wanton air. Air, quoth he, thy cheeks may glow. Air, would I might triumph so. But, alack, my hand is sworn, never to pluck thee from thy thorn. Do not call it sin in me that I am forsworn for thee. This will I send, and something else more plain, that shall express my true love's fasting pain. Oh, would the king Baron and Longaville were lovers too. Ill to example ill, would from my forehead wipe a perjured note. For none offend where all alike do dote.
Domain, thy love is far from charity. You look pale. I should know to be both hurt and taken napping so.
Come, sir.
Blush! Shied at him, offending twice as much. I have been closely shrouded in his here bush, and marked you both, for you both did blush. I heard your guilty rhymes, observed your fashion, saw sighs read from you, noted well your passion. What will Baron say when he shall hear the faith so unfringed which this witch zeal did swear? How will he scorn? How will he spend his wit? How will he triumph, leap, and laugh at it? For all the wealth that ever I did see, I would not have him know so much by me.
Ah, my beauty! Good heart, what grace hast thou, thus to retrieve these wounds for loving that art most loved? Oh, but are you not ashamed? Nay, are you not? All 3 of you be thus much o'ershot? But no, what scene of foolery I have seen, of sigh, of groans, of sorrow, and of tin.
Too bitter is thy jest, or he betrayed thus to thy overview.
Not you to me, but I betrayed by you. I then am honest. I that hold in sin to break the vow I am engaged in. When shall you see me ride a thing awry? Or grow what a love?
Soft! Whither away so fast? A true man or a thief that gallops so?
I post from love. Good love would let me go.
God bless the king.
What present hast thou there?
Some certain treason.
What makes treason here?
Nay, it makes nothing, sir.
If it's more nothing neither, the treason and you go away in peace together.
I beseech your grace, let this letter be read. Our parts in this doubted
Baron, read it over. Where hadst thou it? Where hadst thou it?
Of Don Adriano. Don Adriano.
How now? What is in you? Why dost thou tear it?
Toy, you need not fear it.
I did not persuade him, now let us hear it.
It is Baron's writing, and here's his name.
Oh, you poor son loggerhead! You were born to do me shame. Guilty, my lord, guilty. I confess.
What?
And you three fools lacked me, fool, to make up the mess. He, and you, my liege, and I, are picked purses low. We deserve to die. Oh, dismiss this audience, and I will tell you more.
Now the number is even.
True, we are four. Will these turtles be gone?
Hence, sirs, away.
Walk aside the truthful, and let the traitors stay.
Lord, sweet lovers, let us embrace.
Shall we resolve to woo these girls of France?
And win them too. Therefore, let us devise some entertainment for them in their tents.
Sweethearts, we shall be rich ere we depart. If bearings come thus plentifully in, a lady walk about with diamonds. Look see what I have from the loving king. Madam, can nothing else along with that? Nothing but this. Yes, as much love and rhyme as would be crammed up in a sheet of paper, read on both sides of the leaf, margin and all. I have verses too, I thank the road. I were the fairest goddess on the ground. I am compared to 20,000 fairs. He hath drawn my picture in his letter. But, Catherine, what was sent to you from fair domain?
Madam, this glove.
Why did he not send twain?
Oh yes, madam, and moreover, some 1,000 verses of a faithful lover. A huge translation of hypocrisy, vilely compiled, profound simplicity.
These pearls to me sent long ago. The letter is too long by half a mile. I think no less. Does thou not wish in heart the chain were longer and the leather short? Aye, or I would his hands might never part. We are wise girls to mock our lovers so. They are worse fools to purchase mocking so. The same Baron, I'll torture ere I go. Oh, that I knew he were but in by the week, how I would make him fawn and beg and seek, and wait the season and observe the times, and spend his prodigal wits in bootless rhymes. Here comes Boyer, your work is in his face. Oh, I am stabbed with laughter. Where's her grace? Thy news, Boyer. Prepare, madam, prepare. Arm, wenches, arm. Love doth approach disguise. Armed in arguments, you'll be surprised. Muster your wits, stand in your own defense, or hide your heads like cowards and fly heads. But what, come they to visit us? They do, and apparelled thus like Muscovites or Russians. Their purpose, as I guess, is to quarrel with them to dance. Well, we shall everyone be masked. Hold, Rosaline, this favor thou shalt wear. And then the king will court thee for his dear. Hold, take thou this, and give me thine. So shall Barone take me for Rosaline, and ladies change their favors too. So shall your loves grow contrary, deceived by these removed. And then, where the favors most in sight, but shall we dance if they desire to it? No, to the death we will not move a foot. Nor to their pen speech render we no grace, but while 'tis spoke, each turn away her face.
Oh, the trumpet sounds.
Oh, hail the richest beauties on earth.
Beauty's no richer than rich taffeta.
A holy parcel of the fairest days.
No.
That ever turned their backs to mortal views.
Their eyes, Villian, their eyes.
That ever turned their eyes to mortal views.
Out, true, out indeed.
Out of their favor, heavenly spirits vouchsafe not to behold.
Once to behold broke.
Once to behold with their sunbeamed eyes. With their sunbeamed eyes.
They will not answer to that epithet. Best call it sunbeamed eyes.
They do not mark me, and that brings me out.
Is this your perfectness? Begone, ill rogue.
What would these strangers? Know their minds, boye.
What would you with the princess?
Nothing but peace and gentle visitation.
What would they, say they? Nothing but gentle peace and visitation. Why, that they have, and bid them so be gone.
We'll tell her we have tread many of the measure a mile to tread a measure with her on this grass.
It said they have tread many a mile to tread a measure with you on this grass.
Plan use it then. Nay, you must do it soon. Not yet. No dance. Thus I change like the moon.
How come you thus estranged?
You took the moon and full, but now she's changed.
Still, she is the moon, and I the man.
make some motions.
You are strangers and come here by chance and will not be nice to take hands. We will not.
Try to shake three hands then.
Only to part friends. Courtesy to be heart. And thus the measure.
Well, if you deny to dance, let's hold more chat.
In private then.
I'm best pleased with that.
Like honey meets one sweet lad with thee.
Honey and milk and sugar, there's three.
One word in secret,
Let it not be sweet.
therefore meet.
Will you vouchsafe with me to change a word?
Name it.
Fair lady,
Say so, fair lord. Take that for your fair lady.
Please it you as much in private, and I'll bid it do.
What? Was your wizard made without a tongue?
I know the reason, lady. Why you ask?
For your reason. Quickly, sir, I long.
One word with you in private, ere I die.
Bleat softly then, the butcher hears you cry.
Not one word more, my maids. Break off. Break off.
By heaven, all dry, eaten with gas. Oh,
Farewell, mad witches, you have simple wits.
20 adieus, my frozen Muscovites.
Aren't these the breed of wits so wondered at? They were all in lamentable cases. The king was weeping ripe for a good word.
If Perron did swear himself out of all suit.
Demandeth at my service and his sword. No point quoth I, my servant is great with you.
Lord Longaville said I came o'er his heart.
Will they return?
They will. They will. And they leave with joy, though they were laying with blows. Therefore, exchange favors, and when they're repaired, blow like sweet roses in the summer air.
How blow speaks to be understood.
Madam, if by me you'll be advised, let's mock them still, as well known as disguised. Let us complain to them what fools we're here, disguised as Muscovites in shapeless gear. Ladies, withdraw! The gallants are in hand.
Fair sir, God save you. Where is the princess?
Gone to her tent. Please it your majesty, command me any service to her thither.
That she vouchsafe me audience for one word.
I will, and so will she.
I know, my lord.
see what comes? Behavior, what wert thou to this madman showed thee? What art thou now?
Fair princess, and fair time of day, welcome to the court of Navarre once again.
This field shall hold me, and so hold your vow. Nor God nor I delights in perjured men.
It's true my speech is better if you may.
Then wish me better, I will give you leave.
We came to visit you, and purpose now to take you to our tents. Vouchsafe it then. Oh, you have lived in desolation here, unseen, unvisited, much to our shame.
Not so, my lord, it is not so, I swear. We have had our pastimes here in pleasant game. A mess of Russians left us but of late.
How, madam? Russians?
Aye, in truth, my lord, trim gallants full of courtship and of state.
Madam, speak true. It is not so, my lord. My lady, with the manner of the days and courtesy gives undeserving praise. We four indeed confronted were with four, in Russian habit. Here they stayed an hour and talked to pace, and in that hour, my lord, they did not bless us with one happy word. I dare not call them fools, but this I think. If they were thirsty, fools would fain have drink.
Fair gentle sweet, your wit makes wise things foolish.
Oh, this proves you wise and rich, for in my eye,
I am full and full of poverty.
but that you take what doth to you belong, it were a fault to snatch words from my tongue.
Oh, I am yours, and all that I possess.
All the fool? Mine?
I cannot give you less.
Which of the wizards was it that you wore?
Where, when, what, wizard?
There,
What?
that wizard. That superfluous case that hid the worse and showed the better face.
We are described. The mark is now down right.
Amazed, my lord. Why looks your highness sad?
Help hold his brows, he'll swoon. Seasick, I think, coming from Muscovite.
Teach us, sweet madam, for our rude transgression, some fair excuse.
The fairest is confession. Were not you here, but even now well disguised?
I was, madam.
And were you well advised?
Fair madam, I was.
Well then, when you were here, what did you whisper in your lady's ear?
That more than all the world I did respect her.
When she shall challenge this, you will reject her.
Upon mine honor, no.
Peace, peace, forbear. Your oath once broke, you force not to forswear.
Despise me when I break this oath of mine.
I will, and therefore keep it. Rosaline, what did the Russian whisper in your ear?
Madam, he swore that he did hold me dear as precious eyesight, and did value me above the world, adding to moreover that he would wed me or else die my lover.
God give thee joy of him. The noble lord most honorably doth unhold his word.
What mean you, madam? But by my life, my troth, I never swore this lady such an oath.
By heaven you did, and to confirm it plain, you gave me this. But take it, sir, again.
My faith in this, the princess, I did give. I knew her by this jewel on her sleeve.
This jewel did she wear? And Lord Barone, I thank him as my dear. What, will you have me or your pearl again?
Neither of either I remit both twain. I to drink on't. Here is consent, knowing aforehand of our merriment. Some carry tale, some please man, some slight zany told our intents before, which once disclosed the ladies did change favors, and then we, following beside, wooed but the sign of she. Now to our perjury to add more terror, we are again forsworn and will end ever.
Full merrily hath this brave marriage, this career been run.
Lo, you tilting straight. Peace, I have done.
That's Davy, madam.
Welcome, Mercant, but that was interrupted our marriage.
I'm sorry, I have news to bring. The king, your father.
Dead. For my life.
Even so, my tale is told.
How fares your majesty?
Foyer, prepare, I will await tonight.
Madam, not so. I do beseech you stay.
Prepare, I say. I thank you, gracious lord, for all your fair endeavors and entreat out of the new side soul, that you vouchsafe me wish wisdom to excuse or have a liberal opposition of our spirit. Over boldly we have borne ourselves in the conquest of wretch, to the gentleness which goes with it. Farewell, worthy lord. A heavy heart bears not a nimble tongue. Excuse me so, coming too short of thanks, for my great suit so easily attained.
Queen ought to turn on body for the purpose of speed, and often in very loose. Besides, this one process could not arbitrate. And though the brow of Costard forbid the smiling courtesy of love, the holy secret famous would convince. Yet, since love darkens was first on foot, not to sound sorrow desolate to one purpose. To wail at friends lost is not by to hold the gospel, as to rejoice at friends but newly found. Honest, clean work best suits your grief. And Bible study understand the king. For your sake have been invited time, great foul for the earth. Their beauty radiant hath left informed us, that from our human seems to be the name of our intent. Our love being yours, the error that love makes is likewise yours. We use ourselves too bold, taking one fault forever to be true. To do is that in the fair lady too. And use that fault to take someone from sick such, purify itself, and turn to grace.
We have received your letters full of love, and favors the ambassadors of love, and our maiden council waited on pleasant guests and clean food.
Our letters matter. They're much more than gifts. Now, the latest minutes, the hour, granted to love.
The time, methinks, is too short to make a one without the bargain. No, my lord, your grace is so good now. If you love me, if there is no such cause, and if you ought, this shall you be true. Your own I will not touch. Don't speak to some so long and make a penalty to note from all the pleasures of the world. Let us stay until the 12 celestial sounds brought about the annual reckoning. If this austere and sociable life change not your often repeated blood, frost and shaft, party lodging and singing is not the God blossoms of below. Then, at the expiration of the year, come challenge me. Challenge me by his desert and I will be mine. Until that instant, shut my woeful self up in a mourning house, bearing the tears of lamentation, the remembrance of my father's death. The first challenge you know, but of most part, neither entitled in each other's heart.
If, or more than this, I did not clatter up these towers of my regret. Some kind of death closed up my eyes. I'm better than my heart is in my breast. But what to me, my love? What to me?
You,
Of what?
their health and honesty, with threefold love, I wish you all these things.
May I say I thank you, simple one?
Not so, gentle Lord. A 12-month and a day, I'll mark no words but smooth face to your respect. And when your Lord drops through my lady come, and if I have much love, I'll give you some.
I'll serve you truly and faithfully, no doubt.
But swear you not, lest you be performed.
It's good for I.
At the telephone line, I keep my back down to a face to face.
I try to find a way.
You call her up to them.
That is my little mistress. Look on me. Behold the ring of my heart and mind. That humble duty comes to here, and do some service on me for thy love.
Often I've heard of you, my Lord Jerome, before I met you. And the world's large tongue proclaims you for a man the truth is not supposed to perish you in the word itself. But you on all the faithful evidences that rival you in your living. To these this one word from your truthful heart, and therewithal to give me is the truth. Without the which I am not myself. You shall expel yourself from your soul. Look at this beast and sit, and still converse with growing message. And your task shall be, with all the fears you yet over your lips, to force the pain of impotent smile.
That's impossible. Mirth cannot move the stain.
Stickly ears deaf to the cameras of their own your drones, to hear your idle scorn, continue then. And I will have you in that false wall. But if they will not, throw away that spirit. And I shall find you and give them all right joyful of your mission.
A 12-month, well, befall what will befall. I'll jest a 12-month in a hospital.
Aye, sweet my lord, and so I take my leave.
No, madam. We will take you on your way.
Our ruin doth not like end like an old play. Jack hath not killed these ladies' courtesy might well have made our sport a common.
Come, sir, it wants a 12-month of the day, then full end.
That's too long.
Today may will bring the band.